Hello again. In this tutorial, we'll go over the WooCommerce plugin settings and payments in your WordPress site. We're going to go over it very lightly, but it should give you enough understanding to be able to set your settings correctly as well as add a payment processor. Let's begin. There's products and WooCommerce. The WooCommerce tab has all the settings. So let's go directly to settings. Now here you can set up some demo things, and this is what I want to show you. This is your store address, enable taxes. I took that off. Enable coupon codes. You can untick this if you wish. It tells you the currency options. If you drop down, you'll see others. We're going to leave it to the dollar. Save changes. Now it's going to tell you it's going to suggest what else to do. I do not want to connect it to Jetpack. Stripe is almost ready, and then it's adding the shipping. Let's look at products. Here, when we activated the WooCommerce, it automatically created certain pages for us. So the shop page is already in shop. Everything here is fine. Here you can enable or disable reviews, and it will show verified owner label or not. This way, if somebody made a purchase, then they can leave a review. Otherwise, it will let you know, no, this wasn't a purchaser. And then it allows you to disable or enable the product rating, those star reviews. And star ratings should be required, not optional. You can take this off. So everything is fine. You can, since I didn't change anything, you didn't have to save it. Let's go to shipping. Here, you can tell it where to, for example, a shipping zone is a geographic region where a certain set of shipping methods and rates apply. So this is the 90210. This is all over the United States. This is Europe. I don't feel like adding a shipping zone at this time, but I'm going to show you how to do so if you want to. And so let's call this USA. Select regions. We can just say U, and it United States. We can just scroll down, or we can type it. Okay, and add shipping method. Let's see, you can have flat rate, free shipping, or local pickup. Let's add a flat rate for now. You don't have to do this right now. It's not required. And let's see, and we can do free shipping if you want. Depending on the product, it'll allow us to choose when we're creating the product. Okay, and then we can go to payments. Oops, forgot to save. That's good. It asked me. It said, hey, I want to delete this. I'm really not interested in adding this. If we click here, flat rate costs, let's say $4.99. So that's good because it didn't allow you to go next because you didn't add a value. So let's go to payments. Yeah. Okay. Now I had selected PayPal. This is a list of the various payments that they have. Cash on delivery, checks, direct bank transfers. Most people will use PayPal checkout. So the way you manage that is by clicking on it, and here you can enable or disable it. Environment live or sandbox, which is a testing method. Here you would click and add, you would connect to your PayPal. So we're continuing how to set the payments in WooCommerce. And I've deselected PayPal because I personally don't like PayPal. And for this tutorial, we're going to try Stripe. And how you manage it is this way. You have it selected, or I think it was already pre-selected, and we go ahead and we click on manage. Now once we're here, I thought I had gotten rid of the jetpack, but anyway, you have the choice to enable or disable it. To disable it, you simply click on this and you get rid of the check mark. To enable it, click it again, and there you have it. Now you have several options. You can have your store in test mode or live mode. So you do that by selecting here. Now, if you have it in test mode, as I do in this example, I've already entered my key, and for the tutorial purposes, I have gone ahead and blanked it out. But you will, if you have a Stripe account, and creating a Stripe account is easy, you just go to stripe.com and follow the instructions to sign up. You enter your information, your personal information, where the store will be located, and give a brief detail description of what you are selling. I would suggest you look at their terms of service. There are some things that are not allowed. And then I believe you have to go through some verifications to make sure, like, your cell phone number or something like that. And Stripe is available in, I believe, 120 plus countries. So it's a really good, simple way to set up. And in my opinion, it equally protects both the merchant as well as the consumer, as the person purchasing from you. Whereas PayPal, in my opinion, tends to favor the consumer more than the merchant. And I have been burnt in the past. I have sent out products to people and then they dispute it and say, "Oh, I never got it." And PayPal will side with them even if I show them that I sent it via mail. But if I didn't get a signature, then the person won the case. So I really stay away from PayPal. Plus they arbitrarily decide to freeze people's accounts and all of that bad stuff. So back to the Stripe. So you can, once you have your account set up, they will give you two types of what they call publishable keys and a secret key. And if you have test mode, you'll see the test ones. And if you have live mode, you uncheck this and all of a sudden it becomes live. And I don't have any, so that's why it's showing admin. And but I'm going to go back to the test mode. And that way you can literally test your shopping cart to make sure that it is working properly before you go live. So let's scroll down. And it's asking me, do I want inline credit card form? I leave that blank. You could always point your mouse or arrow key over here and over the question marks, and you will see what each of these things are. For the statement descriptor, this is important to me because I think sometimes people forget what the charge is if the store name or the brand isn't immediately recognizable. So I like to put the name of the store here, ABC Shop 123 in this case. Payment request buttons, I leave that off. I think it's pre-checked. I hate it. It's the Apple Pay, but I don't have that, so I just uncheck it. And then saved cards. Now this is important. You're not going to see the cards. WooCommerce has integrated with Stripe's servers, so when someone purchases from your website, you don't actually see the person's charge card number. You only get the name, the email address, and that type of thing. But yes, go ahead and enable payments saved so that if the same shopper comes to your store and say buy something new, their card will kind of be stored on the server of Stripe and it'll be easily accessible to them. So I leave that there. And I'm going to save changes. This concludes the end of this tutorial. The next video coming up is how to test your shopping cart and make a test order in WooCommerce. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned.